right, and our final team for today is called 3+1. This team will be introducing a social enterprise model called Serve Knock, which aims to abate Thailand's development gap while raising incomes by connecting those in urban areas with people living in slums through mobile applications. So everyone, please welcome Team 3+1. And you may begin.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, all of you guys, for being here with us tonight. We are Serve Knock, and what we're going to present to you today is a startup that would definitely change the world to the better. So, we've been challenged by the Hult Prize Association to build a sustainable, scalable, and fast-growing social enterprise for crowded urban space residents. We found out there are two existing issues. For the slums, they lack of employment opportunities. And for the urbans, they lack of a reachable assistance. So we came up with a simple solution to establish an online network that connects the two sides together. And as a result, we have here an application which brings the source of labors to the ones in need. According to our population research, we found out that there are over 750 slums spread all over Bangkok. And in those 750 slums, there are 1 million slums residing in them. We've been down to some slums at Ratchathewi, Laksi, and Klong Tei, and did some surveys and found out that 70% of them are employed, but with insufficient income. And the rest, 30% of them are unemployed. But what surprises me more is that even though they have insufficient income, 70% of them owns a motorcycle, and 80% of them owns a smartphone. Speaking of our target group customer, our target group is the Gen Z. What is Gen Z? Gen Z is the generation that craves for convenience, connect, creativity, control, cash, and casualty, who's aged between 18 to 60 years old, with middle to high income. According to another research of ours, shows us that nowadays Thailand is facing a situation of the lack of labor, and people in the city are getting lazier every day. So we did another survey of asking 40 adults of our target group and found out 60% of them do not do their household chores by themselves, and 30% of them has once hired a motorbike taxi to make urgent deliveries. So, with his application, the unemployed people are now employed. And at the same time, customers save time from doing fussy little works, mutual benefits as is best. In conclusion, our issue is the scarce in contact between the searching employees and employees. So we approached this issue by setting up a well-organized system to solve the problem. And as a result, we have here a mobile application that would definitely turn the world to the next page.
Serve Knock is an application that will help you find someone to do your unwanted tasks, from just taking out trash to delivery thing. Here are the steps of our application. As you can see it, we provide 4 kinds of service. Cleaning service, we provide one-time customized service. Parcel delivery, with faster and safer way of delivery. Purchasing service, we purchase what you need by just one of your click. And carrying service, we will help you find someone who will carry your shopping bags or else. This is the process for our customer and our staff. The implementation timeline. We broadly schedule our timeline into 3 phases: introduce, attract, and expand. In introduction phase, we will launch Serve Knock in Google Play and App Store for free download. Then we will hold an opening event to publicize Serve Knock. Next, we would advertise our application on social network like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. In the next phase, we would offer sale promotion to stimulate customer usage. Then we will launch a campaign to attract more users. In the future, we will broaden our network area into other provinces in Thailand, then to other countries in Asia, then globally.
Here are some of our competitors that provide mail and messenger services. But what makes us different from them is that we provide a variety of services that fast and reliable and with a reasonable price. And our staff work 24 hours every day, so it's like you can ask for help from your neighbors at any time you want. And as you guys know that we are all challenged to double the income of people residing in the slums. So according to the number here, you can see that only working with us twice can double their income. Other job companies nowadays require education levels and specific skills, but not us, because we see an opportunity that labor, smartphone, and motorcycles are common resources that can be found in slums. So we made the best out of them by creating unity in our society and trading service and capital. We also generate revenues and provide a win-win value propositions for both of people in two sides. Our network would make an impact in many ways, including inflow and outflow of cash stream between the slum and the urbans. And we decreases unemployment rate and reduces drug and other problems. And the most important thing is that we potentially decreases poverty. This application benefits both of the slums and the urbans. For the slums, they will get jobs, and they have an alternative income other than their full-time jobs. And we make good use of their free times, and those who lack of education will have a chance to work and earn some more money. On the other hand, people for the urbans, people in the city don't have to waste their time on doing unimportant tasks, so they can save opportunity cost of doing something else that's necessary. And with our application, they don't have to worry about any safety issues. You know, we make their life easier.
Our application develops a sustainable income for the slum as it provides jobs for jobless people and at the same time solve problem of busy living lifestyle of the urbans. We hope you guys like our application because we love it so much. Thank you.
Could you guys come to the middle so for the Q&A session? And the 15 Q&A session starts now.
Okay, this reminds me of what happened in California. There will be the place where the Mexican, the jobless guy, sit there and, waiting for the urbans to drive and, select, a few of them, to do some, perhaps like clean the house or, help them carry, some heavy things. But, they come physically. Yeah, but this application will help, match the supply and demand, yeah, as you mentioned. However, it's the trust, yeah, that when you have this kind of people come to your house doing something, how will you be so sure that they will not come back for something else? Yeah, so the application is okay, but what I'm going to say is that the other processes that might need, to enhance this activity, these initiatives to work. For example, like, when you want to build trust, you might need some, have some small group of, laborers that certify. I mean, you guarantee that they are a good one or something like that. And perhaps you might need a supervisor or something that, be able, to make sure that, to ensure to the house owner that they will be safe later on. So perhaps start with some office, and then the house owner later on or something like that might work. So that's one thing. So the application is good, but you might want to enrich, to make sure that your initiative is working by ensure some trust. From that, and also the application is good, and how you be the moving target, meaning you have to keep enhancing your application, add some more service. So you need some revenue sharing from this guy, in order to maintain the application or something. That's my suggestion. Yeah.
Thank you.
On one slide, it says what makes us better. Nearby service, 24-hour service, various service, reliable service. I think this is replicable in, any business model can do these things. What's the difference in your offer? Like Khun Pen said that I think if I were your customers, the trust issues, the security issue would be my most concern. Now you have criminal check in your in your system. What else? What else it can, because there are service provider like this out there already. So what's the difference here? What's the uniqueness here?
So actually, our service that we provide, some of our services are quite new in the market. For example, the purchasing service, that we don't have it in the market right now. It's quite new. And the carrying service also, we don't have it in market now. So this is what makes us different. And about the safety issues.
Even the application. I'm just challenging you.
We offer like various services. We are different from like Grab Bike or other applications which offers only one type of service. So I think that's what's new for us. And it's about
More products, more services.
yeah.
And 24 hours, things like this, will be more costly too. So just, convince in the regional competition that it's feasible financially.
And about the contingency cases, we have like approximately 4 measures for security issues. When the slums sign up for us, we will have their information and their basic information, where they live, who they are. So we have the database and we can track them down easily. And when we check criminal records, we forbid people who have crimes of murders, drugs, rapes, and stealing. Yeah. So, and when our staff is working, we can see the location where they are. So we know where our stuff is and where is it heading to. And we have insurance for like accidents and broken stuff. We have an insurance limit of like 5,000 baht, something like that.
In the beginning of your presentation, you said you've done a lot of surveys, right? Talk to these people. Is it their dream job? This is what they want to do?
We did broadly explain to them what we're going to trying to do and ask their opinions. And we found out 60% of them said yes to our application.
You present the idea to them and they said yes, right?
Yeah.
You done any coursework on research and survey? Because if you ask anyone anything, likely people are gonna say yes. One thing, but I asked you if you ask them like openly as an open questions, what they want to do. You see as a problem. You see as an opportunity that they right now are idling, right? They have motorcycle, they have cell phone, and they just sit there and doing nothing, not productive. I wonder what they want. If they see this as a problem, if they see that they have cell phone and motorcycle is an opportunity, and they are dying to do something with it, or it's your idea?
It's our idea. We see the opportunity, but before we came up with this application, we went to the slums and asked. We tried so hard to find out why the people who are unemployed.
Why?
Because they have no education level, and these nowadays every job company is require education levels, and other reasons are.
I am so sorry.
And some of them are sick and too old, too young.
Yeah. So
some of them are lazy.
I am so sorry. I mean, I work with social entrepreneurs every single day. I work with people who create jobs, amazing jobs. For example, I have people who want to create a job for autistic people. And what they create is to create a company to employ these autistic people to be the IT technician, to be the IT specialists. I work with social entrepreneurs who work with the blind and then provide a job for the blind to be medical staff. So what I learned from these social entrepreneurs is that when we want to create a job for someone, the first thing is to bring out the best in them. What is something that these people can do and nobody else can compete? That they're excited when you talk about it, they want to join in. And make their life better is not just add a little bit more income. Because I don't know if you want to be a cleaner, if you want to be a manager or not. I'm so sorry, I'm just going to leave it like that. I don't want to be a judge, it's just a